Good day everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. A pleasant day to all of you, especially to you ma'am. We are the group 9 and today we will be discussing the topic, the strategy and structure of international business. In this presentation, we will explore the key strategies that business use to succeed in the global market and how they structure their operations to address the challenges and opportunities of international business. We now invite you to follow along as each of my group mates presents their respective sections of the discussion. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. I am Naufil and today we will be reporting about the structure and strategy in international business. But first, let's define what is strategy in international business. Strategy in international business refers to the course of action that a company takes to compete and grow in global markets. It involves kung saan mo gusto mag-operate ng business, kung anong products ang gusto mong ibenta, at paano mo i-overcome yung mga differences like cultures and etc. Since mag-ooperate ka nga globally, may expose ka sa mga differences katulad nga ng cultures. So part din ng strategy kung paano mo ma-overcome ito. And lastly, how to stand out in global markets by making different products, new products, or improved products. But the main goal is to make the company more successful and profitable around the world. While structure, on the other hand, refers to how the work is organized, including who does what and how different roles are connected. It defines who is in charge, who reports to whom, and how decisions are made. It is important to have a clear structure because it makes sure that everything runs effectively by making sure that tasks are divided and communication is clear. Organization can have different structures like having many levels of managers or fewer levels. Next is the key components of a successful international business strategy. And here are some examples of these key components. First is market research analysis. Market research analysis helps businesses understand local preferences and trends. For example, McDonald's. Kino-customize nila yung menu nila para mas appealing ito sa iba't ibang countries. Second is entry strategy. Entry strategy shows how companies enter new markets like Uber using a strategic partnership approach in India and overcoming regulatory barriers and attracting users with local touch. Third is global branding. Global branding ensures a consistent and recognizable image across the world. And lastly, supply chain management. It involves optimizing the movement of goods. Tulad ng fashion company na Zara, ang bilis nilang mag-respond sa mga fashion trends. This helps them keep their stores stocked with the latest styles. Next is how the structure differs in international and domestic business. In domestic business, the structure typically focuses on local markets with operations centralized around one country's needs and regulation. However, in international business, the structure must adapt to multiple markets, dealing with diverse cultures, legal systems, and currencies. Domestic businesses often have a simpler supply chain, while international business must manage complex global logistics to ensure product reach various countries. Decision-making in domestic businesses is usually quicker due to few external factors. But in international businesses, decision requires coordination across multiple regions. Domestic businesses may only need a few departments, while international businesses require specialized teams like international marketing, legal, and finance. Communication within a domestic businesses is more straightforward, but in international companies, it needs to consider the time zones, languages, and cultural differences. Ultimately, international businesses have a more decentralized structure to handle the diversity and scale of operation across various countries. Next is how do firms expand internationally? Firms expand internationally by choosing entry strategies that allow them to enter new markets with minimal risk and investment. One common method is exporting, where companies sell products made in their home country to foreign markets, like Tesla selling cars overseas. Another strategy is licensing, where a company allows a foreign partner to use its brand or technology, seen with companies like Disney licensing its characters. Franchising is also popular, where brands like McDonald's let their local entrepreneur run their restaurants using their business models. Some firms use joint ventures, partnering with local firms to share resources and expertise, as seen with Starbucks forming partnership in China. Company may also set up a wholly owned subsidiaries, building their own operation in foreign countries, like Apple opening stores worldwide. And finally, firms may engage in mergers and acquisition, buying or merging with local businesses to rapidly expand, like when Facebook acquired WhatsApp to enter new international markets.
I am Saad Lau, and to continue our discussion, I will be talking about the four strategies that organizations may choose when expanding internationally. These strategies are crucial in shaping the structure and direction of international business as they help firms navigate challenges in foreign markets and align their operations with global business objectives. The four strategies are global standardization strategy, localization strategy, transnational strategy, and lastly is the international strategy. So, each of these strategies plays a vital role in how companies approach their international business operations. By understanding these strategies, companies can decide how best to structure their operations to maximize efficiency, adapt to local markets, and maintain a competitive edge in the global marketplace. So, global standardization strategy. This strategy minimizes customization of products and marketing for local markets. It focuses on reducing costs through economies of scale. Isa sa mga halimbawa nito ay ang IKEA, kung saan nagbebenta sila ng parehong mga kasangkapan na madaling i-assemble o tinatawag na flat pack sa buong mundo. Ang ibig sabihin ng flat pack ay mga kasangkapan na nakapak o nakakahon na hindi pa buo at kailangan pang i-assemble ng customers sa kanilang mga bahay. Hindi nila binabagong disenyo o kalidad ng produkto batay sa lokal na merkado. Kaya nakakatipid sila sa gastos at makakapagbigay ng mura at pare-parehong produkto sa lahat ng bansa. So, sa localization strategy naman is, this strategy adapts products and services to meet local tastes and preferences, aiming to increase profitability. It's less focused on cost reduction and more on meeting local needs. Halimbawa nito ang mga luxury hotels, tulad ng The Ritz-Carlton, kung saan ina-adjust nila ang kanilang mga serbisyo at pasilidad upang tumugma sa mga kagustuhan ng mga tao sa bawat lugar. Halimbawa, sa ibang bansa, may mga espesyal na pagkain o kultura na ipinakikilala ng hotel para makuha ang atensyon ng mga lokal na tao at turista. Ang focus nila ay hindi sa pagbawas ng gastos, kundi sa pagpapasaya ng kanilang mga customer batay sa lokal na kultura at pangangailangan nila. Next is transnational strategy. This strategy balances product differentiation with cost efficiency. It allows companies to optimize global operations while catering to local needs. Isa pang halimbawa ay McDonald's, kung saan may local brand sila, ngunit binabago nila ang kanilang menu para umangkop sa panlasa ng mga lokal na tao. Halimbawa, sa India, nag-aalok sila ng McAloo Tiki Burger, isang burger na gawa sa patatas, bilang alternatibo sa karaniwang hamburger na may karne ng baka na hindi angkop sa kultura ng mga India. Sa ganitong paraan, nakakapag-adjust sila sa mga lokal na pangangailangan, ngunit nananatiling pareho ang kanilang brand sa buong mundo. So the last strategy is international strategy. So this strategy is used by firms with low pressures for cost reduction or local responsiveness. Products designed for domestic markets are sold internationally with minimal adaptation. Halimbawa naman ang Microsoft, kung saan ang kanilang mga software products tulad ng Windows at Office ay ibinebenta sa buong mundo nang hindi masyadong binabago. Ang mga produktong ito ay ginawa at idinisenyo sa kanilang home country at ibinibenta nila ito sa iba't ibang bansa nang walang malaking pagbabago o local adaptation. Ito ay dahil sa kanilang produkto ay may pangangailangan sa buong mundo at hindi kailangang baguhin base sa mga particular na kultura or market preferences. So next is, what is core competencies? In international business, choosing the right strategy is crucial for success. However, a company's ability to effectively implement these strategies depends on its core competencies. Core competencies are the unique strengths and capabilities that give a company a competitive advantage. This may include advanced technology, strong brand reputation, efficient production processes, or specialized expertise. Sa madaling salita, ito ang pangunahing kakayahan ng isang kumpanya na nagbibigay sa kanila ng kalamangan sa pandaigdigang merkado. Tumutulong sa pagpasok sa bagong merkado at nagpapatibay sa kanilang competitiveness. So let's answer this question. How do core competencies relate to capturing a foreign market? Core competencies help businesses stand out by providing unique value that differentiates them from competitors. These strengths allow companies to adapt to local markets, overcome barriers like regulations and competition, and establish effective entry strategies such as partnerships or joint ventures. Sa madaling salita, kapag ang isang kumpanya ay may matibay na core competencies, mas madali nilang napapalakas ang kanilang brand at makakakuha ng tiwala sa mga customers sa ibang bansa. Now, there are 4 main types of market entry strategies that companies use in international business. When expanding globally, businesses choose different approaches depending on their resources, risk tolerance, and level of control. Here are the 4 key strategies, which are exporting, licensing, joint ventures, and direct investment. So first is exporting. This involves selling goods produced in the home country to foreign markets. It requires minimal investment and risk, but companies have limited control over how their products are marketed and distributed. Halimbawa is, maraming kumpanya sa Pilipinas ang nagbebenta ng dried mangoes sa ibang bansa. Ngunit umaasa sila sa foreign distributors para maabot ang mga mamimili or ang mga customers. So the second one is licensing. A company grants a foreign business the right to use its brand, technology, or product design in exchange for a fee. This strategy requires little investment and generates revenue, but control over the product is limited. Halimbawa is ang Disney ay may licensing agreements na nagpapahintulot sa iba't ibang kumpanya na gamitin ang kanilang characters sa mga damit at laruan. So, the next is joint ventures. This strategy involves collaborating with a local company to share resources, risk, and profits. It provides access to local market knowledge and reduces financial burden but requires coordination between partners. Halimbawa is ang Starbucks ay pumasok sa isang joint venture sa China upang makipagtulungan sa isang local na company na mas pamilyar sa kultura at merkado ng bansa. So, the lastly is direct investment. This is the most committed approach where a company establishes a subsidiary or acquires local business in a foreign market. It requires high investment and involves more risk but offers full control over operations and profits. Halimbawa is ang Toyota ay nagtatayo ng sariling manufacturing plants sa iba't ibang bansa upang magkaroon sila ng direktang control sa production at kalidad ng kanilang mga sasakyan. So, this concludes my part. I hope that you have a takeaways or insights from it. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. I am Shahani Sema and I will discuss the next topic. So, for my assigned topic, let's answer this question later. How do location economies experience effects and foreign subsidiary skills enables a firm to increase profitability and profit growth? So, let's break down these questions into different topics that we will discuss or I will discuss to you for you to understand. So let's start with profitability and profit growth. So as we all know, profitability refers to a company's ability to generate income relative to its revenue, assets, or equity, while profit growth indicates an increase in profits over time. For firms operating internationally, achieving high levels of profitability and sustained profit growth involves strategic decisions influenced by various factors including market conditions, operational efficiencies, and competitive advantages. So let's proceed in the next one, which is the location economies. So, location economies arise when a firm can produce goods or services at a lower cost due to its geographical position. So, ang meaning lang niya kay nag-occur or nag-arise lang yung ganitong bagay if ang isang firm is nagpo-produce ng goods or services sa mababang halaga dahil din sa pinaglagyanan nila ng business. So, this can be attributed to several factors. So, first, we have access to resources. So, firms located in regions rich in natural resources or skilled labor can reduce production cost significantly. So, halimbawa na lang ganito sa Philippines, if ang raw materials nila or yung labor nila is galing din sa Pilipinas, di ba usually, mas nakakatipid yung businesses na yun. So, it may benefit from access to local raw materials like agricultural products or minerals. So, next factor is market proximity. So, being closer to key markets reduces transportation costs and allows for quicker response times to consumer demands. So, for example, kay yung firm is nag-establish siya ng operation niya or like ng business niya malapit sa urban center. So, mas madali siyang maka-engage ng customer, ng target market. Tapos if ever there will be a shortage of resources na kailangan niya, at least malapit siya dun sa pinagkukuhanan niya. So, third factor is regulatory environment. So, different locations offer variety of regulatory frameworks that can either facilitate or hinder business operation. The Philippine government has implemented policies aimed at attracting foreign investment through incentives such as tax holidays for businesses operating in special economic zones. So, yun na nga, as I said, may mga ginawa ang Pilipinas para lang may mag-invest sa kanila para maka-generate sila ng profit sa pag-invest din ng mga foreigners or like mga foreign investors. So, by leveraging these location-specific advantages, firms can enhance their operational efficiency and ultimately improve their profitability. So, next, let's define experience effects. So, experience effects, often referred to as learning curves, occurring when firms become more efficient at producing goods as they gain experience over time. So, ang ginasabi niya lang dito kay the more na tumatagal at the more na mas maraming na experience ang isang firm, kay mas nagiging efficient sila or like mas nag-i-improve yung mga goods and services na pinoprovide nila sa kanilang market. So, etong concept naman nito is critical for international businesses for several reasons. So, isa na rin dito yung cost reduction. So, as firms produce more units of product, they typically find ways to reduce costs through improve processes and technologies. This reduction directly contributes to higher profit margin. So, next reason would be quality improvement. So, kapag nag-increase na yung experiences ng isang firm, kay mas yung quality ng yung quality ng goods or services nila mas umaangat kasi natututo na sila from their past mistakes. So, ganun yung concept ng quality improvement. So, third is enhanced decision making. So, experienced firms develop better insights into market trends and consumer preferences, allowing them to make informed strategic decisions that align with the profitability goals. So, yun nga, the more na mas may experience yung isang tao or yung isang firm, mas nagiging wise na sila sa kanilang pagdedesisyon sa mga ano bang dapat gamitin na strategy kapag magkakaroon ng mga certain scenarios or situations, positive man or negative. So, in summary, experience effects enables firm not only to cut costs but also enhance competitive positioning in international markets. So let's proceed to the third one. So, foreign subsidiary skills. So, these skills possessed by foreign subsidiaries plays a pivotal role in enhancing firms' overall performance on the global stage. So, isa na dito yung local market knowledge. So, subsidiaries often have better insight into local consumer behavior and preferences than headquarters might possess. This knowledge allows them to tailor products effectively for local markets. So, usually, yung mga foreign subsidiary skills, mas alam pa nila ano yung mga tamang gawin or like yung mga proper ways how to implement their business kaysa sa mga local market. Kumbaga, mas natatapatan nila or like mas ano bang term? Mas pantay or like mas pasok sila dun sa standard na dapat sundin compared sa local market. Hindi naman sa sinasabing hindi sumusunod yung local market sa mga dapat gawin. It's just, grabe ang consideration ng mga foreign firms sa pag-implement ng businesses, especially if hindi nila lugar yun. So next is adaptation capabilities. So skilled subsidiaries are adapt corporate strategies to fit local contexts while maintaining alignment with overall corporate objectives. So this flexibility is essential for navigating the diverse regulatory environments across countries. So yun na nga, marunong mag-adapt yung mga subsidiaries or mga skilled subsidiaries kung saan man sila maglalagay ng business. So halimbawa na lang dito yung Jollibee, nag-adapt sila sa ibang country like USA, nag-adjust sila ng kanilang food just for the locals. Marunong sila mag-adapt para mas patok or mas pasok sa standard ng ibang country. Kasi, as we all know, hindi naman same ang Philippines sa USA. Iba tayo ng taste, iba tayo ng preferences. Like, sa ibang bansa nga, they find our Jollibee spaghetti very sweet kasi nga gawa siya sa banana ketchup. But, still, nag-adapt ang Jollibee Corporation para sa USA para malesen man lang yung pagka-sweetness nung ino-offer nila sa kanilang customers USA. So third, innovation hubs. Foreign subsidiaries can serve as centers for innovation by leveraging local talent and resources unique to their geographic area. Such innovations can lead not only to new products but also improve processes that enhance profitability across the entire organization. So yun na yun, nag-i-innovate sila ng mga local talent or resources dun sa isang geographic area para sa enhancement ng profitability ng organization. So, by fostering strong capabilities within foreign subsidiaries, firms can drive significant profit growth while expanding their global footprint. So, in conclusion, okay, andito na tayo. Masasagot na natin yung tanong natin, paano ba nakakatulong yung apat na yun sa profitability and profit growth. So, location economies provide cost advantages based on geographical factors. Experience effects lead to efficiencies gained through learning over time, and foreign subsidiary skills enable localized adaptation that enhance competitiveness, all contributing significantly to a firm's profitability and profit growth within the realm of international business and trade in the Philippines. So for the next question, we're going to answer, how do cultural differences impact strategy and structure of international businesses? So, cultural differences significantly influence the strategy and structure of international businesses in several key areas. One of these key areas is market entry strategies. So, understanding local customs, consumer preferences, and business practices is crucial for tailoring products and marketing strategies. Companies must conduct thorough cultural research to avoid any missteps when entering new markets. Second, negotiation styles. So, different cultures have unique approaches to negotiation. For instance, some cultures prioritize relationship building before formal discussions, while other favors directness and efficiency. So this affects how companies structure their negotiation teams and processes. Third is organizational hierarchy. So cultural norms dictate attitudes towards authority and hierarchy within organizations. In high power distance culture, strict hierarchies are common, whereas low power distance cultures may favor more egalitarian structure. So this influences how companies design their organizational frameworks. So fourth is human resource practices. So cultural expectation around work-life balance, management styles, and employee benefits vary widely. So organizations need to adapt their HR policies to align with the local cultural norms to attract and retain talent effectively. fifth is communication style. So, effective communication is essential in international business but varies greatly across cultures. So, companies must adapt their communication strategies to accommodate different styles. Some cultures prefer direct communication while others rely on indirect cues. So, sixth is conflict resolution approaches. So, cultural backgrounds influence how conflicts are addressed in business settings. Some cultures may prefer indirect methods involving intermediaries while others advocate for direct confrontations. So, this impact how businesses develop conflict resolutions protocol within their teams. And seven, adaptation of products and services. So, cultural sensitivity requires businesses to modify their offerings to meet local tastes and preferences, which can lead to changes in product development strategies and marketing campaigns. So, to end my discussion or to answer the question I've said before, cultural differences shapes the strategic decisions and structural organization of international businesses by influencing market entry strategies, negotiation styles, organizational hierarchies, HR practices, communication methods, conflict resolution approaches, and product adaptation. So that's all for my part, and thank you for watching.
Good day everyone, I am Armida Angkig and this is the continuation of our topic, which is the strategy and structure of international business. And in my part, I am going to discuss about the strategic implementation and global marketing. So in simple terms, this is how we expand our products and services to the whole world, not just in the Philippines. So sa strategic implementation, meron tayong way or guide in terms of choosing strategy. Ang sinasabing choosing strategy in international businesses, it refers to the process of identifying and implementing actions that align with the company's long-term goals, pero with a global perspective. Kapag yung company is nag-operate sila internationally, it faces a wide range of challenge and opportunities that are different from those encountered in a single domestic market. So, yung mga decisions na yun is magiging critical siya. Why? Because they need to determine how the business will compete, grow, and sustain its operations in foreign markets. So, sa paggawa ng strategic decisions, international business must carefully analyze. So, kailangan nila i-analyze yung mga various factors. Yung mga various factors na yun first, they need to assess the external factors. Di ba meron tayong tinatawag na external factors and internal factors? So, first, they need to assess the external factors such as yung political, economic, social, and technological environment in different countries. So, halimbawa, yung company is dapat maintindihan nila yung local regulations, economic stability, and market demand bago sila pumasok sa new country. Another is dapat maintindihan nila yung cultural differences and customer preferences, which is natackled ng co-reporter ko. Yung language and behavior. Yun sila yung mga key to tailoring product and marketing strategies. So, merong several critical strategic decisions na dapat i-consider ng international businesses. First dito is yung market entry modes. So, sa market entry modes, dapat yung company kailangang mag-decide paano sila mag-enter sa new markets. Pwede sila na pumili from different entry strategies such as joint ventures, acquisitions, licensing, franchising, or even yung greenfield investment, which is yung tinatawag na starting a new operation from scratch. So, each entry strategy is meron silang advantage and risk. Pero depende sa resources and characteristics ng companies sa pag-target ng market. Pangalawa dito is yung global versus local strategy. Sa dito, yung company dapat pumili whether to adapt, i-adapt nilang standardized approach to their products and services. Or mag-tailor sila sa local or tailor them to local preferences or yung multi-domestic strategy. So, ang global strategy aims for efficiency by offering similar products across multiple countries. While yung local strategy naman is ini-emphasize niya yung customization para ma-meet yung local demands. Pangatlo is yung resource allocation. So, sa international strategies, yung business is dapat mag-decide paano nila i-allocate yung resources nila, whether mag-focus sila sa particular region para mag-expand into new territories or mag-invest sila sa research and development o yung tinatawag natin na R&D, which is matatopic ko yan mamaya, to improve existing products. So, ultimately, strategic decision-making in international business requires a careful balance between global efficiency and local responsiveness. So, ang right strategy is allows companies to leverage their strengths across multiple markets while ina-adapt nila yung local conditions. So, next naman is yung global marketing and R&D o yung research and development. So, ito sila is yung critical components of companies' international strategy. So, they both enable businesses to compete effectively on global scale by addressing the diverse needs of consumers in different regions while also driving innovation. So, sa global marketing, ito siya yung isa sa mga key challenge ng international business is yung creating marketing strategies that are effective across different cultural, economic, and legal environments. So, yung global marketing involves crafting a strategy that can be applied in multiple markets, but also adapting it as needed to account for local differences. So, ang goal nito is to create a unified brand image and message while considering a distinct preferences, taste, and needs to each market. So, ang halimbawa nito is yung Coca-Cola brand, which is global brand siya, di ba? Coca-Cola. So, it may standardize its core messaging of happiness and enjoyment. Pero, it may utilize certain aspects such as product flavor or promotional tactics para mag-suit siya sa specific market. So, in Asia, Coca-Cola nag-introduce sila ng flavors like green tea, which kinikater lang sa local taste, while sa US naman is nagsistick lang sila sa classic cola flavor. So, by doing so, companies achieve economies of scale while still responding the local demand. So, global marketing is also requires sila ng understanding of local advertising media, regulatory restrictions, and distribution channels. So, for instance, in some countries, certain advertising content might be restricted, or there may be specific cultural norms around how products should be marketed, such as avoiding overly aggressive sales tactics in some regions. So, in research and development naman sa global business, yung research and development naman is a global business context. R&D plays a pivotal role in creating products that meet the needs of international markets. So, ang R&D is tinutulungan niyo yung companies na ma-innovate and ma-adapt yung offerings ng local markets, yung driving competitive advantage. So, for example, is yung a global company often conduct market research and R&D in key regions to develop products that are tailored in local preferences. So, ang R&D or yung research and development is also essential for maintaining a company's technological edge. So, in industries, automotive, continuous innovation is necessary to stay competitive. So, by investing sa R&D o yung research and development across borders, kung yung company is dapat, yung company is pwedeng mag-tap into global talent, benefit from local expertise, and develop solutions that appeal to consumers worldwide. So this approach allows them, or inaalaw niya, to not only meet the aspect demands of various regions, but also create economies of scope, where a single innovation can be applied in multiple markets. So, in essence, global marketing and R&D allow companies to reach a wide audience and create value across different markets. So, marketing help them communicate the value of their offerings, while ang R&D naman ensures that they continue to meet changing market needs to stay ahead of the competition. So lastly on my part is yung role of international alliances and partnerships in shaping the strategy of local business. So sa international alliances and partnerships, these are a vital strategy of for many global businesses. So these partnerships such as yung joint ventures, strategic alliances, and licensing agreements is inaalaw na yung company na ma-expand yung global reach nila. So, inaalaw rin nito na ma-access yung mga new technologies and mag-share sila ng risk and ma-improve yung competitive positioning nila. So ang first dito is yung access the local knowledge and network. So, kapag nag-enter ka sa new market, yung company is pwedeng mag-face ng challenges such as yung mga unfamiliar regulations, cultural differences, and market entry barriers. So, forming alliances with local firms can provide valuable insight into local market conditions, customer preferences, and regulatory requirements. So, by partnering with local companies, yung business is can leverage the local partners' network and knowledge, which speeds up market entry and mababawasan yung risk associated with operating in a foreign country. So, pangalawa is yung resource sharing and cost efficiency. So, sa international alliances, it's enable business to pool resources such as capital, technology, and human capital. So, sa pag-share ng resources, nababawasan nito yung cost and risk of entering new markets or pagdevelop ng new product. So, for example, sa resource sharing and cost efficiency to, for example is kapag yung two company is nag-share ng cost of setting up production facilities, nag-share ng yung facilities or yung pagdevelop ng new product, which makes it easier to enter competitive global market. So, pangatlo is yung market expansion. So, alliances can be an efficient way to expand into new markets. So, by partnering with a local business, a company can use the existing distribution networks and customer base of the partner to quickly establish itself in the market. So, for instance, international retailers often form partnerships with local firms to penetrate emerging markets with minimal investment. So, next naman is yung innovation of knowledge transfer. So, dito, it is a strategic alliances that also promote innovation by allowing companies to collaborate by research and development. So, by combining complementary strengths, such as one company's technological expertise with another's market knowledge, business can create a new products or enter new markets more effectively. So, furthermore, partnership enable knowledge transfer where both companies learn from each other and improve their operations. So, for example, is a company A and a company B. So, nag-share sila ng kanilang knowledge and yung kung paano sila gumawa ng mga new products. So, in that terms is ma-adapt ng bawat company yung kanilang share sa isa't isa. So, matutunan ng bawat company yung mga share nila sa isa't isa. So, next is yung risk mitigation. So, entering foreign markets or launching new products involves substantial risk, particularly yung mga unfamiliar markets. So, by forming partnerships, companies can mitigate this risk because of the financial burden and potential losses are shared. So, sa joint ventures, for example, inaalaw nito yung partners na mag-invest in and mag-share ng cost of developing new markets of technologies. And next is yung regulatory compliance. So, some countries have regulations that make it challenging for foreign companies para pumasok sa or mag-operate ng kanilang market. So, strategic alliances with local firms can help navigate these regulatory hurdles more effectively, as local partners are more familiar with the country's legal and economic landscape. So, overall, international alliances and partnerships are integral to shaping the strategies of global businesses. So, they provide companies with the ability to expand their market's presence, innovate collaboratively, binabawasan yung operational risk, and efficiently enter new markets. So, itong partnerships is enable business to grow more rapidly and sustainably on the global stage. So, in conclusion at all, by leveraging strategies, decisions, global marketing, R&D, and international alliances companies can optimize their operations in diverse markets, enhance their competitive positions, and ensure ensure nila yung long-term success nila sa global marketplace. And that's all. Thank you.